Well, hello there, humans, hippies, earthlings, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and who you're lucky enough to be doing it too. Welcome to Bushka FM, the channel where we listen to you because you listen to us. No, my wife's asleep downstairs. Check out this cheeky shot. Are you ready? 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 Very, very cheeky shot. Thank you. And then Dark Magician Girl, bang, and good night, sweet prince. That was pretty rough on the poor old S4. This is a video about autoloaders. If you're new to the channel, there's lots of videos about lots of different things here. Giggle, laugh, generic tanking goodness, live streams, all kinds of stuff. Guides to improve your win rate, guides to improve your gameplay in TDs, guides to do everything. Brawling, hull down, angling, side scraping, camouflage. It's all here on channel. Just search with your nimble little fingers and be a happy human forever. This one is something I've never really done before, which is a guide to autoloaders, the art of autoloading. And this is the pinnacle of autoloading achievement. This is the T57 Heavy. It's the king of burst damage. It's got 2 seconds between shells, so I can put out 1200 damage in 4 seconds. 0, shot. 2 seconds, shot. 2 seconds, shot. Now 1200 damage is an awful lot for a heavy to be able to do. And of course it has to hit those shots for it to work. If it doesn't hit like that, it does nothing. I want to go over today, not really the secrets. It's the art of autoloading. I call it the art of autoloading. I'm not the best autoloader driver by any stretch of the imagination, but I want to talk to you about the basics of it and how you're successful with it and what they do really well. In fact, what they do particularly better than other tanks and the particular kind of skill sets that's required and the things you have to look out for to be successful with them. The first thing is know your burst damage. For instance, if you're in a autoloader that has 450 bursts, like or like a Chi say that's got 580 burst damage, then you're looking for targets that are around about that. That's your ideal target. Someone who you can clip out, someone who you can finish off in one round. If not, if there's no one like that, then you're simply looking to land all your damage, if possible, in one target. Now that's common sense, because when you land all your damage in one target rather than spreading it around, that makes them more susceptible to a kill shot from someone else in your team, and that's fantastic. And I've seen an opportunity to land up behind here, and this is actually a great example of how you shouldn't do it. I mean, I'm going to put a shot into that waffle, into that guy there. I missed the kill shot, but I then end up going back to it here, and then I have a crack at the IS-7. So that's 3 different targets there. I should have originally gone straight into that waffle tractor and then put 2 shots in the M103, because the kill shot's always more important. This is the bane of every autoloader's existence. I don't have anything in the clip. I've peek-a-boomed, I've gone for the peak, and this is the boom. Unfortunately, the boom is going into me. Now, the rule of thumb about putting all your damage into one target is great, unless there is the opportunity to clear a really, really, really good target, like, say, an IS-7. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. So we're going to switch for the kill shot, not on the IS-7, sorry, T62A, and then go for a full reload. So that's 2 really, really obvious things. Try and put all your damage into the one target. Try and pick kill shots, if possible, because clearing a gun is generally more important than just doing damage. And peek-a-boom. And peek-a-boom is, and that's, you can see I'm going all the way around there to clear that target. That's one gun out of the game. Then I put my other shot into the IS-7 and my third shot into the IS-7. And then I just decide I'll try and get a bounce, which we do. Happy days. And then because I'm on a reload, I'm going to drive through the Object 704. What I'm doing is I'm identifying targets that are important, like kill shots. I'm prioritizing them. Now, the great thing about this is it allows you to clip people out who are on quite solid amounts of health. You're going to see we're in real strife here, and Dark Magician Girl is in the Jagdpanzer E100, and DMG spots a wonderful opportunity here where there is an isolated T62A and an E100 over there. Now, we're not on voice comms, but and DMG's already off to the races. I spot it, but like not nearly as quick as the Jagdpanzer E100 there. Dark Magician Girl is going to one-shot the E100 there. I'm going to push around the corner and I'm going to clip out the T62A. Now this is exactly what this tank was built for, and it's why it's used in competitive tournaments. 1105 is less than 1200, and so if I absolutely make sure that I hit all my shots, that's a full clip 62A, and suddenly we are back in this game big style. I'm trying to make sure the 268's there in between me, and then I'm going to get over here and try and help Dark Magician Girl, because 527 hit points is not a lot. So that's the essence of auto-loading. But what about the craft of auto-loading? Well, the thing that you really have to pay attention to in auto-loading is the basic skill of peekaboo. Peekaboo, and this doesn't just apply to... You're going to see me push up in front of DMG here because DMG is on 197 hit points, and I can easily take a full round that these guys can't. So I'm pushing up in front so that the object just puts one into me, and then we all get to roll forward and blow the object up, which is great. Peekaboo is something you learn about right at the start of the game. It's the most obvious and simple thing, and it's a thing you should be learning before anything else. It's a simple concept. Someone fires or is looking in the other direction, and you peek out, and then you boom, as in you dump your damage into them. And you'll see most of these games, the shots I'm taking are peekaboom shots, or if they're not, they're what we call good hit point trades. And what do I mean by a good hit point trade? Well, pushing up on that T62A, he might have been able to put a shot into me. That's great. But I was going to get the opportunity to put 3 shots into him. So I might have taken 310 damage from him and given him 1200 damage back. And that's a really, really good hit point trade. And that's exactly what we're looking for when we're driving an autoloader. People love these things in tournaments because they are excellent for hit point trading. And I know this is a tier 10 tank, but the same concepts that I'm using here apply all across the board for your auto-loading tanks. Now, they're also tanks that work incredibly well in platoon. You can line them up with a big tank like this, like a Jaegeroo, and your clip plus the Jaegeroo will clear most tier 10 tanks. That's like 2,000 damage. So you will clear most tier 10 tanks or go close to clearing most tier 10 tanks. And you can see 2 shots is all you need when they're under 800 hit points. Now I've got engine damage. I'm on a reload. The Jaegeroo's at the back, and that stalwart, by the way, just complimented Dark Magician Girl on that Jaegeroo shot, which is lovely. It's nice to see a bit of sportsmanship. So let's get back to peekabooing. Right. There is a 62A, 1154 hit points, again, under 1200. Like, we need to roll 3 average rounds of 400, and that 62A is mine. The reason I haven't fired there is quite simply because it's not incumbent on me to fire. Until the 62A pushes on me, I'm not going to risk. I just want to take easy shots. I can take the hit point trade with this 62A absolutely all day long. And then we're going to roll big at the end. We're going to roll over 428 after 2 substandard rolls. We're going to get the last one. Love rolling high. So that's the concepts. You've got peekabooming. You've got target selection. And if you run with a big alpha gun, you can focus fire, and that will absolutely help clear. Let's talk now about the final step to the basics of an auto-loading tank. Target selection, trying to put all your damage into one tank, using it to clip out anyone that is under an average damage roll, and focus firing with a big alpha damage tank. They are all good things. The other thing you can do is run 2 clippers at once, and they will be fantastic for that. The final thing is the reload. Now, what you're going to see me do a lot of times in these games is go for shots. Now, if there doesn't look like there's another shot on anytime soon, or that I may be pushed on soon, I'll actually stop firing and won't muck around, and I'll clear a reload, and I'll do that by double tapping the open ammunition bar that you can see on the right there. Now we get a lucky bounce there. That E100 went for an AP shell. Change to heat just to make sure we get through with one more, and then we back off. This is the hiding part while I'm waiting for a reload. Then once we're on a full reload, we peek again and we do the booming. Obvious, right? I mean, it seems really obvious. One of the other good things about this tank is that it's got some gun depression and nice quick turret traverse, which is very, very good for an auto-loading tank. It means that in essence it can get a lot of shots off. So there we go, 1, 2, and we no longer have that target. We don't want to go for a quick reload, and we figure we can sneak one out there on the 183, and we're apples. As you get better at the tank, you will start getting all your clips off, like one after another. And you're going to see we're going to move on to that E100. Now, he is a 2-shot kill for me. 402 hit points. If I roll low, 381, we rolled low, we've got to clear another one. So we've got one left in the clip. We're going to go around here and use that rather than a reload because there is a target available. And then we pull back. And we go for a reload again. This is such simple stuff. There's no one looking at us here. So we're now going to push up. We've got hit points, we've conserved them, and now we can start looking at making hit point trades. But before we go any further, I want to give you an example of the autoloader reload and why you do it. I've got a waffle tractor here and an E75 who are tunneling me pretty hard. I've got one shell left. The waffle's not coming up, and he's not going to give it away easy, and I'm going to take a full hit if I actually push on him to take the shot. So I'm going to quickly decide to completely reload this clip and then go down and engage the E75 who I know is on my right. You can see there, I'm going to pretend by pushing forward and back and forward, and this is something you can do a lot with an autoloader. People don't know when you're on a reload. I'm going to pretend to actually have shells in the clip there, but I don't. And thank God I go for a full reload, because this E75 is now pushing up, and by the time I start pushing down here and running from the waffle, he's on 735 hit points. I can easily clear him with 3 shells, and I'm just about fully reloaded in my Batchat T25 AP. And there's one. I think someone else might actually hit him here as well. Or do I get the whole lot? There's a little miss. And then we're going to hit him. Someone's going to hit him again here, and I'm going to finish him off. And that is why you have to really get good at deciding when you reload. And the craft of it can quite often be bluffing out the tank in front of you that you have a full 3-shot clip and making them retreat while you are in fact on a reload. And then once you're reloaded, you get all your options back. You get to choose whether you want to go up and hit point trade. You get to choose whether you want to just wait for them to push around the corner, or, you know, all those kind of things. And you get to do things like this. Like, we're going to clear 2 tanks here in 4 seconds. Legit. Like, look at that. That's the value of having a full clip in hand when people start moving around the map. And now we're just pushing up to help DMG out by ramming a tank. I'm Bushka on Blitz. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. It's a video that I think's long overdue. But, you know, I didn't always know how to play autoloaders. It took a while. Until next time, look after yourselves and stay safe on the battlefield.